The dust has settled on the porch where I leaned, a younger skeleton and denim bleached by the sun. I weighed my shadows by the ounce and the pound, tracing every crooked line that I had run. The gravel underneath my boots felt like broken glass, measuring the distance of the seasons as they pass. Kept a ledger of the bridge and the flame, collecting silver coins to pay for my mistakes. The mirror was a stranger with a heavy name, shivering in the ripples of the frozen lakes. Got the ink has faded on the maps I used to draw. I'm finding mercy in the cracks and the flaw. The clock is ticking, but the hands are wide open. The heavy winter of the heart is finally broken. Now the light is leaning steady on my windowsill, and the ghosts are sleeping quiet on the hill. I am putting down this heavy stone of yesterday, watching all the bitter fever wash away. There's a stillness in the marrow of the bone, a certain peace I should have always known. I used to wander through the alley of the wind, trying to catch a whisper that was never there, counting all the places where the fabric thinned, where the tangled crown of briars in my hair. But the road is narrow to a fine and golden thread, connecting every single word that I ever said. The old illusions of your scrap iron and rust, the pride I carried was a burden of the blind. I'm shaking off the white and ancient dust, leaving all the tangled wire far behind. The river doesn't ask the mountain for me, it simply flows into the center of the day. The clock is ticking, but the signs are wide open. The heavy winter of life is finally broken. Now the light is leaning still on the windowsill, and the ghosts are sleeping quiet on the hill. I am putting down the heavy stone of yesterday, watching all the bitter fever wash away. There is a stillness in the marrow of the bone.
The ceiling turns into a heavy sheet of gray, floating miles above the unmade tangled bed. where every thought begins to soften and decay, pulling down the anchors locked inside my head. The clock upon the mantle loses all its gears, spilling seconds like a slow and soundless rain, falling through the hollow spaces of the years, drowning out the static friction in my brain. The hum begins to vibrate through the marrow bone, lower than the ocean floor can never sink, carrying the weight of everything unknown, washing out the color of the darkest ink. The edges of the room are melting into mist, solid floor is turning into liquid glass. Everything that used to breathe or even exist, slipping through the fingers like the withered grass.
For places that have no design, but the logic of the waking world denies. Every single shadow crossing over the line, there is nothing left to carry or to keep, just the low vibrations of the hidden tide, falling in the gravity of endless sleep, with the ghosts of yesterday all put aside. Through the silent thunder, deep story, born under, moving through the silent thunder.
above the heavy sheets of white. The hours drift like falling snow across the hollows of the night. The piano keys are soft and felt, they brush against the quiet air until the frozen borders melt and leave the weary spirit softly falling deep and slow. The current pulls beneath the floor, where the hidden rivers flow to find the dim and distant shore. Forget the clock upon the wall, the gears that grind the day away. Inside this velvet shadowed hall, the weary world begins to fray. A single note sustains the dark, a steady pulse within the bone, extinguishing final spark to sail the quiet tides alone. The cradle swings without a sound beneath the heavy rolling deep. Oh, every jagged thought is drowned within the gravity of sleep. Softly falling deep and slow, the current pulls beneath the floor, where the hidden rivers flow to find the dim and distant shore. The ceiling fan spins a slow orbit above my bed, while ghosts of old summers start dancing inside my head. Those worn out sneakers left tracks on the dusty road, carrying every heavy secret and every restless load. I hear the ticking clock mocking the stillness here, as the shadows lengthen and the moon begins to steer. The ink on the letters has faded to a ghostly gray, naming all the people who simply drifted away. I reach for the handle, but the door is locked in sleep, keeping the promises that I was too tired to keep. One day you are running through the tall golden grass, then you are watching the seasons through a window of glass. The pendulum swings between what was and what will be, searching for a shore in a dark and starless sea. Hold on to the thread that connects the dawn to the night, sifting through the darkness for a flicker of morning light. The road stretches out where the silver horizon lies, under the watching gaze of the ancient velvet skies. Forgive the yesterday that pulled its heavy change. Welcome to tomorrow, washing over the dry plains. My father's old coat hangs waiting by the kitchen chair, smelling of cedar and the cold December air. There is a map of a city I have never even seen, folded in the pages where the bookmarks used to lead. The silences ever flow through the empty hall, waiting for a miracle to answer the lonely call. I planted a seed where the stony ground was bare, wondering if a garden would ever flourish there. I planted a seed where the stony ground was bare, wondering if a garden would ever flourish there. The blueprint is changing with every breath I take, mending the heart that I knew was bound to break. The stars move in patterns that I will never understand, while I trace the lines drawn upon my open hand. The pendulum swings between what was and wanted to the night. The pendulum swings between what was and what will be. Can't you see?
Dust settles on the windowsill of a room we once inhabited. Looking at the silhouette of a person I no longer recognize, tracing that distance between the anchor and the open tide. We are the bridge suspended over a canyon of our own making. Not quite the stone from yesterday, and not yet the light of tomorrow, existing in the fold of a map that is yet to be marked. The heavy coats of winter are hung up in the hallway of memory. Each button a debt paid to a version of myself that stayed behind. I walk through the garden where the old patterns refuse to bloom, watching the soil turn over to find a different kind of strength. The cloak on the wall ticks with the sound like breaking ice, storing out the frozen gestures of a life lived out of habit. I am shedding the skin of every mistake I learned to cherish, climbing the stairs toward a door that doesn't have a key. The dust settles on the windowsill of a room we once inhabited. Looking at the silhouette of a person I no longer recognize, tracing the distance between the anchor and the open tide. We are the bridge suspended over a canyon of our hiking. Not quite the dawn for yesterday, and not yet the light of tomorrow, existing in the fold of a map that is yet to be marked. There is no thunder in the change, only a slow shifting of the sun, casting longer shadows across the path where we used to stumble. The words they saved for later have lost their sharp and jagged edges, meaning something softer now that they have survived the storm. We are travelers sitting on suitcases at a station with no names, watching the horizon bleed into a color we cannot describe. It is not a loss of self, but a quiet expansion of the lungs, breathing in the clarity of a sky that has finally cleared away. The dust settles on the windowsill of a room we once inhabited. Looking at the silhouette of a person I no longer recognize. The dust settles
be more. The dust settles on the windowsill where you we once inhabited, looking at the silhouette of a person I no longer recognize.
The moon is a cold cup of penny tossed in a gutter of grease, and the alleyway cats are the only ones praying for peace. I saw the city turn its back on the light of the day, while the shadows grew long and the mercy just drifted away. The pavement is damp with the sweat of 1,000 lost souls, searching for warmth in a furnace that ran out of coal. Old man on the corner sharpening knives with a grin. He says, son, every saint has a map to a basement of sin. The wind smells of sulfur and memories left out to rot, of promises broken and battles that nobody fought. I tied my regrets to the tail of a runaway train, but the tracks lead right back to the center of all of this pain. Oh, the midnight is heavy as iron on a town man's chest, when the ghosts of the morning refuse to be put to their rest. It's a hollow bone howler that rattles the window and door, leaving stains on the street and then holes in the dusty cotton floor. Yeah, blues is a predator hunting for something to break, and he drinks every drop of the courage you manage to fake. The clock on the wall is a hammer that's hidden the nail, building a box for a story that's withered and pale. I walk through the fog where street lamps are dying of thirst, wondering which of my visions is going fail me first. There's a hole in my pocket where all of my fortunes fell through, down to the mud where the weeds and the bitterness grew. Those stars are just holes in the blanket that's tattered and thin, letting the chill of the universe soak through my skin. There ain't no forgiveness in concrete or rusted out steel, just the grinding of teeth and the turn of a heavy black wheel. The midnight is heavy as iron on time man's chest, when the ghosts of the morning refuse to be put to their rest. It's a owl boat howling that rattle the window and door, leaving stains on the ceiling and holes in the dusty pine floor. Yeah, the blues is a predator hunting something There's a cold copper penny tossed in a gutter of grease, and the alleyway cats are the only ones praying for peace. I saw the city turn its back on the light of the day, while the shadows grew long and the mercy just drifted away. The pavement is damp with the sweat of 1,000 lost souls, searching for warmth in a furnace that ran out of coal. Old man on the corner is sharpening knives with a grin. He says, son, every saint has a empty basement of sin. The wind smells of sulfur and memories left out to rot, of promises broken and battles that nobody fought. I tie my regrets to the tail of a runaway train, but the tracks lead right back to the center of all of this pain. Oh, the midnight is heavy as iron on a tired man's chest, when the ghosts of the morning refuse to be put to their rest. It's a hollow bone howling that rattles the window and door, leaving stains on the ceiling and holes in the dusty pine floor. Yeah, the blues is a prayer, they're hunting for something to break, and it drinks every drop of the courage you managed to fake. The clock on the wall is a mirror that's hitting the nail, built in a dark forest story that's withered and pale. I walk through the fog where the street lamps are dying of thirst, wondering which of my visions is gonna fail me the first. There's a hole in my pocket where all of my fortunes fell through, down to the mud where the weeds and the bitterness grew. The stars are just holes in a blanket that's tattered and thin, letting the chill of the universe soak through my skin. There ain't no forgiveness in concrete and rusted out steel, just the grinding of teeth and the turn of a heavy black wheel. Oh, the midnight is heavy as iron on a tired man's chair, when there's ghosts of the morning refuse to be pushed clear. It's a hollow bone howling that rattles the window and door, leaving stains of the ceiling and hush in the dusty pine floor. Yeah, the blues is afraid of hunting for something to break, and it drinks every drop of the courage you managed to fake. Kiss, when the ghosts of the morning refuse to be put to their rest. It's a hollow bone howling that rattles the window and dawn, leaving stain on the ceiling walls and the dusty pine floor. Yeah, the blues is a prayer that hunts something to break, and it drinks every drop of the courage you managed to keep fake.
The morning settles heavy on the kitchen floor, tracing patterns where the sunlight hits the dust. She hangs a sweater by the kitchen door and scrapes the kettle of the time rust. Another winter settles in her bones today. The calendar is bleeding through the wire. She has a dozen different things to say, but leaves them locked away against the night. She is the needle and the winding thread, sawing out the frayed edges of the years, walking through the garden of the things a map of every mile she had to roam, looking through the window with those tired eyes, searching for a way to carry herself home. Underneath a stack of faded blue cotton, turning over all the ancient heavy locks on the memories the world has long forgotten. The neighborhood is changing in the gray and lights. The houses look like ghosts along the street. She keeps a hallway lamp burning bright just to hear the movement of her own 2 feet. There are secrets in the hollow of her hand, tiny stones she gathered from the shore, trying hard to finally understand what she was waiting and she was praying for. She is a needle and a winding thread, sewing up the frayed edges of her years, walking through the garden of the things unsaid, counting out their distance in her silent meters. The mirror tells a story she can barely recognize, a map of every mile she had to roam, looking through the window with those tired eyes, searching for a way to carry herself home. She is a needle and a winding thread, sewing up the frayed edges of her years, walking through the garden of the things unsaid, counting out the distance in the silent tears. The mirror tells a story she can barely recognize, a map of every dial she had to roll, looking through the window with those tired eyes, searching for a way to carry herself home. The morning light is jagged like a broken glass, spilled across the kitchen floor where shadows pass. She wears her history in the creases of her palm, searching for a hurricane inside the calm. The coffee's cold and the clock is stuck on June, whistling and tired and a lonesome tune. Oh, it is a heavy climb and a gentle slide, with nowhere there for a restless soul to hide. The sweetness sticks like honey to a rusted blade, counting every day that the years have paid. It is the nectar and the sting of a jagged night, living through the edges of this bittersweet life. She remembers towns and never knew a name, where every sunset looked and felt exactly the same. Dusty boots and a suitcase full of tangled thread, walking past the words that the prophet said. Copper coins jingle in a coat of gray, watching all the golden moments fade away. The wire hums with a frantic silver sound, a trembling static rising from the ground. She is the lightning and she is the cooling rain, dancing on the narrow bridge of joy and pain. Oh, it is a heavy climb and a gentle slide, with nowhere left for a restless soul to hide. The sweetness sticks like honey to a rusted blade, counting every day that the years have paid. It is the
flavors of this bittersweet life. I walked down to the station with a heavy coat of dust, watching silver rails turning into flakes of orange rust. The clock up on the big wall has forgotten how to chime, and I am just a shadow dancing in the palm of time. The sky is bruised and heavy, like a fruit about to fall. There are cracks inside the plaster and writings on the wall. The river is a ribbon made of oil and frozen slate, and every open doorway feels like an iron gate. I saw a man in tatters trading diamonds for a crust, building cathedrals out of sand and bitter gusts of trust. The morning light is jagged like a broken bottleneck, scattered on the shoreline of a forgotten shipwreck. Oh, the midnight keeps unfolding like a deck of greasy cards, while we stumble through the wreckage of these hollow boulevards. There is no map to follow, or where the cold wind likes to moan, just the weight of every secret that a weary heart has known. The bell across the valley sounds a note of deep despair, tangled in the wires and the cold and stagnant air. Oh, the midnight keeps unfolding like a deck of greasy cards, while we stumble through the wreckage of these hollow boulevards. There is no map to follow, where the cold wind likes to moan, just the weight of every secret that a weary heart has known. The bell across the valley sounds a note of deep despair, tangled in the wires and the cold and stagnant air. A bird with leading feathers tries to climb the jagged stairs above the marketplace of vanity and manufactured cares. The prophets in the gutters are reciting ancient news, drowning out the silence with their worn out wooden shoes. I put my hand inside my pocket, found a coin of no design, waiting for a sun that has long refused to shine. Oh, the midnight keeps unfolding like a deck of greasy cards, while we stumble through the wreckage of these hollow boulevards. There is no map to follow, where the criminal likes the moan, just the weight of every secret that a weary heart has known. The bell across the valley sounds a note of deep despair, tangled in the wires and the cold and stagnant air. Oh, the midnight keeps unfolding like a deck of greasy cards, while we stumble through the wreckage of these hollow boulevards. There was no map to follow, where the cold one likes to moan, just the weight of every secret that a weary heart has known. The bell across the valley sounds a note of deep despair, tangled in the wires and the cold and stagnant air.
The rain is heavy on the rusted tip. A jagged bottle holds the ghost of sin. I left my shadow by the railway gate. Now I am breathing in the hands of fate. My boots are weary and the road is long. I lost the melody but kept the song. The moon is leaking like a broken vein above the fields of scorched and golden grain. I sold my silver for a crust of bread and put a hollow crown upon my head. The preacher shouted, but the wind was cold. Another story that was never told. Oh, tell forever that I missed the tide. There is no valley where a man can hide. The iron bell is ringing in the mud. It is the movement of the heavy blood. The sky is turning to a blue standing gold, and I have nowhere left for me to go. A dusty suitcase filled with ancient lies, reflecting backward in the raven's eye. The station clock is frozen at the dawn. The grass is taller where the truth was born. I saw the merchant with the velvet coat. He had a lonesome rattle in his throat. The winter fire is a dying spark, just like a candle in the endless dark. I traded mercy for a pack of cards and left my spirit in the timber yards. The hounds are quiet on a frozen hill. The world is turning, but my heart is still. Oh, tell the river that I missed the tide. There is no valley where a man can hide. The iron bell is ringing in the mud. It is the movement of a heavy crooked tune, while shadows stretch across this hollow wooden room. I've got a taste of copper and a heart of lead, just counting every heavy word we never said. You left your fingerprints upon the window pane, now they're dissolving in the gray and steady rain. The bottom of this glass is looking mighty deep, while all the promises you broke begin to creep. I burned the letters and I scorched the velvet rug, still I can't shake the fever of your poison hug. My nylon stockings have a ladder to the floor, I'm just a ghost behind the locked and bolted door. The clock is ticking like a hammer on the nail, this jagged silence is a lonesome kind of jail. I'm drinking darkness just to keep the morning dim, since I gave up my soul on a bitter kind of wind. Oh, this low down ache is dragging in the mud, I feel the thunder rolling thick inside my blood. It's a jagged edge that cuts a crooked line between the bitter water and the sour wine. I'm sinking under with a heavy kind of grace, trying to scrub the memory of your hollow face. I caught a glimpse of something ugly in the mirror, the jagged edges of the truth are getting clearer. You sold me diamonds that were nothing but old glass, now I'm just waiting for this hurricane to pass. The floorboards groan beneath my slow and weary tread, with all the ghosts of every lie you ever fed. I used to move like smoke through every crowded hall, before you went and built that cold and jagged wall. Now I'm just cinders in a cold and rusted grate, like inside this house of vanity and hate. The midnight air is smelling sweet and far too thick, while I'm just counting down the final candle wick. The clock is ticking like a hammer on a nail, this jagged silence is a lonesome kind of jail. I'm drinking darkness just to keep the morning dim, since I gave up my soul on a bitter kind of wind. Oh, this low down ache is dragging in the mud, I feel the thunder rolling thick inside my blood. It's a jagged edge that cuts a crooked line between the bitter water and the sour wine. I'm sinking under with a heavy kind of grace, trying to scrub the memory of your hollow face. Oh, this low down ache is dragging in my mud, I feel the thunder rolling thick inside my blood. It's a jagged edge that cuts a crooked line between the bitter water and the sour wine. I'm sinking under with a heavy kind of grace, trying to calm the memory of your hollow face. Woke up with a hollow belly and a heavy rest inside my bones. The clock on the wall is stuttering and jagged monotone. I drag my boots across the floorboards where the splinters like to bite. Just another dusty morning after a godforsaken night. There's a stain upon a linoleum shaped like a sinking ship, and the coffee's cold as charity with a bitter kind of grip. I saw the landlord leaning by the cracked and crooked gate. He's got a mouth full of promises and pocket full of hate. The sky is looking bruised today like a peach dropped on the road. Every mile I've walked is just another break inside my load. I pawned my golden watch for a silver-plated lie. Now I'm standing in the alley watching buzzards in the sky.
Shovels in the garden, burying the things I used
so burdened anymore. The preacher's in the gutter, pounding copper in his palm. The storm is getting restless underneath the fake and brittle calm. There's a fire in the basement, but the chimney's choked with soot. Every time I try to climb, I find a trap around my foot. Truth is just a copper core and one smooth by greedy hands, shifting like the fever heat across the desert sands. The moon is looking sickly like an eyeball in the dark, staring down at every dog that's lost the will to bark. I sold my coat to pay the man who sells the poison cure. The more I try to wash my soul, the less I feel so pure. The train tracks spinning broken, leading nowhere but the weeds growing tall and sharp enough to make a shadow flee. I heard the whistle screaming like a woman lost her mind, leaving all the kindness and the mercy far behind. My knuckles are all raw, knocking on a stone cold wall, waiting for the ceiling or the sky itself to fall. There's a deck of cards face down upon a table made of pine, and not a single ace is showing in this weary hand of mine. The wine tastes like the riverbed when the summer rides on. The silence is the only thing that's singing in my song. I'm trading on a jagged glass and calling it a day.